So I don't know how to start this. This is a review to the Mulan 2020 live action remake. And what can I say about this movie? It pales in comparison to the 1998 version. This movie basically took everything that was great about Mulan and just threw it out the freaking window. This movie was so filled with about social justice. Not social justice. Put it a woman first. The woman has to take lead. Not because she feel like she has to. She basically doing it like it was in the original Mulan. She did it because her father was too injured, too ill to go back to war. So she took it upon herself to take his place, disguise himself as a man. All that stuff. All those plots remain in the movie. As far as everything else goes, as far as Mushu is nowhere to be seen. They basically put a phoenix as Mulan's guiding spirit instead of a dragon like we all had in the original Mulan. And the thing about this movie is this phoenix only appeared when it was convenient. Not when it's not there like at her side every time. It's mostly there in the TV when it's convenient. That's literally the only reason why the phoenix was there. It was her guardian spirit, something like that. It was something watching her over, make sure she was safe. And Mulan's grandma that was in the original, she's gone. She's gone now. They replaced the grandma with a sister who is petrified of spiders. She has serious arachnophobia. What? Why did she have to be put in the movie? I don't get it. In the original Mulan, the grandma was someone giving Mulan advice on what to actually think about in her life, but they decided to take that to throw that out and just put the little sister in with arachnophobia, who's there just I don't even know why she's there. She's just there, just doesn't do anything for the story whatsoever. Besides, just be there as Mulan's younger sister. Okay. Let's talk about the plot. The plot was, man, it was the same thing as it was in the animated Mulan version, just not as heartwarming or as enthusiastic, because when the 2020 Mulan version, they gave her all these special spiritual powers like chi that made her above everybody else. Where in the original Mulan, they ain't have none of that. They had Mulan literally pushing herself to be a greater person to depend on, so she won't become a nuisance. In the 2020 remake, they just made her completely almighty. That's what they did with this Mulan. They made Mulan almighty. Now I know some people are gonna say, "Hey, what's wrong with women being that strong?" It's nothing wrong with that. Just don't give us the whole, oh, she was born with it. She's this prodigy, which I don't have a problem with. Just don't make that as a key to why she's better than anybody else in this movie. That's all I'm saying. Plot twist. No plot twist whatsoever. What else? Sorry. Like I said, she did the training. She proceeded to hide her identity from the boys because if she was revealed, she'll be executed. But the thing about that is instead of being in separate tents, they had her being in the same tent as the guys, completely exposing herself, not in the new way, exposing herself that close, as she's sleeping in the same tent on the same sofa. No covers whatsoever. Completely about is can expose herself if anybody wakes up in the middle of the night want to go to the bathroom. Like stuff like that. Like just small details like that could change the course of this whole movie. And the thing what's crazy is that they made the cricket, the lucky cricket that was in the first Mulan as something that Mulan depended on. That her grandma gave it to her because she said it was good luck. They turned the cricket, this bug, into a human being, and he had his scenes here and there, but they weren't nothing like they was in the anime version. And now I know this is a remake and all that stuff, but don't take what made the original great and just throw it and just change it around to make it into a completely different movie. That's not how this movie was more of a cash grab, because Disney saw all these animated movies that they say they was successful, but to some critics, some of them were terrible. The scene where where Mulan and the army go to war with the rebels, whatever their name was, all that is the same. But in this one, she end up reveals her identity even sooner than what she needed to have. Then they brought in this other chick who was basically the same as Mulan, just a older version, who said she come out as this potential prodigy. She was basically exiled. She was a witch, and the only person who would take her is the guy who's trying to kill the emperor and take over the village, take over the kingdom. But during the end of the movie, where her and Mulan had a touchy moment, she decided to turn good guy, just right there. Empress is the same, except with Jet Li's the Emperor, they had them put in some fight scenes, so people won't be disappointed with Jet Li just having this small role, even though it was a small role without any fight scenes. Excuse me. And the whole they took out Shang. They made Mulan kind of cold hearted to her army buddies, and they made Mulan kind of just this goddess that could take on anything and not be injured whatsoever. That's not how it was in the original. When she got hurt, she got back up, and she fought even harder to try to save her comrades. But all of that made the original Mulan great was just thrown out the freaking window. This wasn't a Mulan movie. This was more like a Chinese girl joined the army to just do what the flip ever. I mean, I would personally give the movie a a 3-4 out of 10 because it's not really as horrendous, but but it's not good. I don't know what Disney was thinking making this movie. It's like this is more of a cash grab. Try to appease the women. It wasn't a Mulan movie. This is more like a they even changed their names. Like I said, Shang's not in the movie. Mushu's not in the movie. The cricket got turned into a human being. The grandma's not in the movie. The three guys that Mulan ended up becoming friends with, they're not in the movie. What there was also the whole emperor, not emperor, the whole Mulan's witch this other witch girl that Mulan that apparently had the same similarities as Mulan. She basically had no story in this movie whatsoever. She was just thrown in there. She was just thrown in there just out of the blue. This whole time I was just like, yo, why is this chick here? This chick has no purpose in this movie whatsoever. Why why is she here? She does this movie no justice whatsoever. And the ending was the same as the first Mulan. She goes to a family, apologizes. Excuse me. Yeah. She goes to a family, apologizes, and hugs it out with her father, and that's basically it. That's basically it. That's it. She goes on to her family, hugs it out with her father. That's it. That's it. That's the end of the movie. The soundtrack was pretty good though. I would say that the soundtrack was pretty good. But as all in all, I get the movie a 3 out of 10. That's it. It's not horrible like some people say. It's just why was the movie created in the first place if y'all wasn't even gonna follow the original storyline. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. If you like what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.